Well, it's 2 a.m. and all this hustle and bustle is the world-famous Fulton Fish Market. And on today's show, you're going to see the Fulton Fish Market. I'm going to show you some tips on fish. I'm going to cook some great recipes using fish. So listen, I'm David Ruggerio, and why don't you join me on My Little Italy. Each morning, while most of us are still asleep, the Fulton Fish Market in Manhattan is in full swing. Buyers for restaurants and markets from all over the country come here to select every type of seafood imaginable. There are quite a number of different vendors selling seafood here, but the undisputed king of the Fulton Fish Market is my old friend Herbie Sullivan.
If you want to get the fish early, give me your order. Most interesting business in the world. You get to meet all types, all kinds of people. If you stay here for 1 year, you're the most knowledgeable guy in regard to street smarts in the whole world. Right here in the Fulton Fish Market.
Well, let me ask you a question. How much fish you sell here?
We don't sell much, a couple of million pounds a week.
Well, what do you sell the most of out of everything? Salmon?
Right there, whiting.
No kidding.
Whiting is the most popular item in the whole market.
These are whiting. And I tell you, I grew up with these fish. My grandmother used to fry them with vinegar and capers. There's many ways we do it, but you can see how really fresh the fish is, how clear the eyes are. You open it up, the gills are nice and bright and red. I mean, this is really what you're looking for when you want to go and buy fish.
These squid are live. They're all female, sweet like sugar.
Wow, that's
Yeah. All of these squid, I want to. And over here, the smaller the squid, the more tender the squid. It's like, you know, what behind would you rather kiss, a little baby or an older person? Baby, this is the same as a squid.
This is probably the ugliest fish down in the Fulton Fish Market. This is a wolf fish. It's actually a kind of eel. It's very meaty. I mean, if you look at the teeth on this fish. This fish eats clams, mussels, lobsters, and because that's what it eats, the fish, this meaty, firm flesh of the fish has that flavor of the clams, the mussels, and the lobster. And I'll tell you what, if you've never tried it, it's not an expensive fish. You go out and try wolf fish, it's unbelievable. Well, on today's show, we're going to do spaghetti with crabs. They're blue claw crabs. Well, this is like a real specialty, especially in the early summertime on the east coast of the United States, is the blue claw. But these blue claws are soft shell. And the great thing about these is that you actually eat the whole thing. You cook the whole crab the way it is. You take the gills out the same way we clean the hard shell. But the great thing about this is that you eat the whole thing. And when you're looking for soft shell crab, it's the same as the hard shell. You want to make sure that the crab is still alive. But the beauty about this is that soft shell is not going to bite as hard as the hard shell. Hey, how about that Fulton Fish Market? Was that a lot of fun? Well, our theme is fish, and the dish I'm doing today for you is tuna. This is beautiful yellowfin tuna. And this particular recipe, my father comes from a town in Sicily called Castel al Mare del Golfo. And Sicily is famous for tuna. That's you find all kind of different tuna around because they fish their tuna right in the Mediterranean. And this particular recipe is a very easy grilled tuna with a wonderful marinade. For this recipe, we'll need fresh tuna, oregano, scallions, extra virgin olive oil, capers, Italian parsley, pepperoncini, and lemons. And this is how we do it. When you go to buy the tuna, if you take a close look how nice and red the tuna is, that's what you're looking for, glistening tuna. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut like a 1-inch steak of tuna. This is one of my favorite fish. Yeah, you see how beautiful red the tuna is? So we have the marinade, all right? We have the tuna. I'm going to put the tuna in a bowl here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the marinade, and I'm going to put it right over the tuna. Now for the marinade, it's very easy. Put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Here I'm going to put a little bit of fresh black pepper, just like that. Here I have some oregano, fresh oregano, that I put right in there. And now, lemons. Now, it's a very easy marinade, very simple marinade. And when you have a beautiful fish like this, you don't want to overdo it with different ingredients. You want it to be very simple. Beautiful lemons. Sicily's known for its citrus, beautiful citrus, and lemons is definitely one of its best products. Okay, so here we put the fresh lemon juice right over the top. Okay, and now we're just going to mix everything together. I'm going to cover this with plastic, and I'm going to put this in a refrigerator and let it marinate for an hour. Not much more than an hour, because the lemon juice will tend to cook the fish if it goes more than that. So I'm going to put this away, and let's go to the stove and we'll start to prepare everything. Now you want to cook that tuna about 2 to 3 minutes medium rare. If you want a little bit more cooked, and I'm going to tell you what, you really should serve this tuna. This is beautiful. You don't want to serve it more than medium rare, but if you have to, cook it 4 to 5 minutes and you'll get more close to well done. Here, I'm going to make a fragrant sauce to go with the tuna. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in this pan. Now, this sauce, you don't want to boil the sauce. You just want to heat the sauce up. Now, to that olive oil, I'm going to add some capers, okay? Some scallion. Scallions have been sliced. A little bit more oregano. Some pepperoncini. Now, the pepperoncini is going to give it a little bit of bite, a little bit of spice. Let's say you don't want it that spicy. You can substitute a little bit of sweet red pepper if you don't want it on the spicy side. But for this one, since it is a Sicilian dish, I'm going to make it spicy. Here, a little bit of Italian parsley, okay? And I'm going to finish it with some more of that wonderful lemons. This is a real summery, light dish. Okay, I squeeze some fresh lemon juice right in there. Okay, and actually I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil. And I'm going to give it a little stir. Just like that. And it's just want to warm it up. And now my tuna is just about ready. Here, plate. I'm just going to lift that tuna off the grill, just like that. Now the sauce just warmed up. I'm just going to put it over the side. You know what's great about this sauce? You could use it for the whole method here of the tuna. You can use it for other fish, swordfish, any white meat fish that you like to grill. You can use it. There, look, we're going to put a little bit of that olive oil on top. That's a special dish. So go out, pick out a wonderful piece of tuna. Make sure the tuna is very fresh, okay? And for everybody out there that's only had canned tuna, search out and find a piece of fresh tuna. It's really worth the effort. And go and try that dish, and you'll feel like you're that day you're in Sicily. Enjoy the dish.